Did you see this episode? Let me tell you, that bat scene was everything. This episode was called Judgment Day, and Judgment Day has came and collected. All you see is this man running in the woods, and you hear helicopters and the dogs and sirens going off. This man has escaped from prison, and his name is Dale. When he in the woods, he actually found a bag that has money and clothes in it. I said whoever left that in the woods for him was truly a good friend. They came through with their word. Dale actually pays a man named Tommy a visit, and when he get there, the man is dead. I said, oh, not a dead man on the floor. I said, he need to get out of here immediately before they think he has done it. Let me tell you, if I would have seen that man on the floor, I would have been running out of there like no problem. Because the first thing they're going to say is you did it, even though you did not do it. You have Robyn in the car riding with her daughter, Laya, taking her to school. And all you hear is Robyn jamming to old school music. Say, to the Humpty Hop. To the Humpty Hop. I like, you already know that song is by the Digital Underground. And you already know who was part of the Digital Underground. You heard me? No other than Tupac himself. You heard, you did. I like to the Humpty Hop. I ain't mad at you, Robyn, for playing old school music. I ain't mad at you. Ain't nothing like jamming to something that you like on your way to work. You understand? But Delilah wouldn't know nothing about that old school music. And when Robyn actually drops her daughter off, she don't talk to her best friend, and Robyn noticed that. And Robyn actually gets a case, and she has to meet up with a lawyer who really needs her help. So Robyn actually meet up with the public defender, Mr. Palomero, okay, who used to work on an old case, and he knows that his client is innocent, but he don't know what to do and where to turn. He used to work on an old case for Mr. Dale, where he was actually convicted, and I feel like Mr. Palomero actually lost his confidence after that case, and he fell off and became a public defender drunk. OMG. If you don't know how I feel about public defenders, is that, what do they really do? That is the question. What do public defenders really do? I said, you know that a man gotta be innocent, and you got a public defender defending on your behalf, because mostly other public defenders, when they first meet you, they be like, plead guilty. That is the first thing that comes out their mouth. Plead guilty. That is what public defenders are trained to do. To say, plead guilty. So Robyn want to know where Dale is at and plans to meet him. And he don't know where Dale is at. So she is going to use her resources to track him down. I said, thank God for resources, because let me tell you, they come in handy. The cops actually arrived to the dead man's house, Tommy, and they already got word that Dale was at the apartment, and they already assumed that he did it. So these people are on the lookout for Dale and ready to bring him in. Okay? And Tommy was in the same prison with Dale, who got released 4 months before him. And I believe Tommy is the one who left the bag in the woods for Dale to get to. That's just my opinion. When Robyn snatched Dale up like that, it looked like he was literally flying. I like, why she do him like that? And she has a conversation to get down to the bottom of what is going on. And he convinces her he did not commit any crime. He did not kill the white lady Carol. And he did not kill Tommy. he is innocent and he is out to clear his name. And Robyn actually believes him, and she wanna keep him in a safe house, but Dale is too stubborn to go for it, and he wanna be on the street because he don't trust nobody, so he rather be roaming the street. I said Dale is crazy. Let me tell you something. I'd rather not be on the street. I'd rather be safe in somebody's house. Just me, once again. Dale want to clear his name also because his son thinks he did it, and his son is going down a wrong path, and he is self-destruction because his father has been in prison for a long time, and the son is just out of control at this point, and his wife do not know what to do with his son Blake. Robyn must track down some guy named the Preacher who used to be a criminal, and he changed his life around. The Asian lady that works with Robyn is familiar of Dale's case. They call it the Terror in Great Neck, where it was a lot of burglaries going around when nobody was home, but it happened to be that one lady got burglarized and she got killed during the burglary. And they could place Dale at the scene of the crime when the white lady died, which is Carol. And they actually gave this man life in prison for this crime that he did not commit. How many stories we heard over in real life that innocent people were sent to jail for crimes they did not commit? It is too many. And you also have high profile cases of innocent people going to jail for crime they did not commit. This story have to change in real life. I'm all for getting the criminals, but I'm all for getting the right people and sending the right people to jail, not just throwing anybody in jail because you just want a body. That is not cool with me at all. And I do not agree with any law enforcement that does that in real life. The tech guy actually found who the preacher is. Okay? His name is Reginald, alright? And this man actually did a bid for murder. And the tech guy actually told Robyn to watch her back because the black police officer, which I finally got his name, is Marcus, is looking for her. I didn't know what this man's name was, and I finally got it. His name is Marcus, alright? This bat scene was everything to me. I call it the swing of the bats, but you missed me. You have Robyn breaking into the preacher's house with a hairpin, okay? And she actually looking for the preacher with her gun, searching for him throughout the home, and the whole time the preacher was behind her. And he actually goes to swing the bat and actually miss Robyn. And Robyn actually grabs something and throw it at him, and he falls into the wall. You can clearly tell that Reginald, the preacher, do not live in the projects because ain't no projects wall you throwing somebody into and the wall is breaking like that. They put a big hole into that apartment. I like that. That apartment wall had to been paper thin to be throwing somebody into a wall and it breaking like that. So the preacher actually gets the bat again and swings it at her again. And Robyn actually caught the bat. And then she flipped him onto the ground. I like, oh, that was everything to me. I'm sorry. The way Robyn flipped him was everything to me. And let me tell you, she actually put him in a confessional chair. She got the preacher locked into the confessional chair. And he tells his confession. He said he did the robbery, but he did not do no murder. And this is Judgment Day for the preacher. And he like somebody else used his crime to cover up his crime. I like, oh my God, that is a perfect plan to do. So whoever did that was pretty smart to commit a crime and use him for it. I'm telling you. But he actually changed his life because he made an agreement with God that he was willing to do God's will after he was not convicted with a murder charge. And they actually pinned it on another innocent person, which was Dale. And I said, all the crosses that Reginald had on his wall, I like what he was preparing for. A vampire, all the crosses he had could kill a vampire. Okay? Officer Dante visited the DA, who was actually talking to the judge, who actually handled Dale's case at that time. And she wanted heightened security because they believe Dale is going to come for her next. Officer Dante did the right thing. He asked the judge, are you sure you put the right man away? And because he was listening to the prison phone conversation, it looked like Dale wanted to clear his name. So he did the right thing and asked, and the judge confirmed that was the right person. And the DA actually had an issue with that. Like, how dare you question a judge that she didn't have the right person in custody? You know what I'm saying? I like, what is wrong with people in the higher up? They have a problem when you question their authority because sometimes they is not always right. And I'm like, if you feel some kind of way, you have a right to ask what your question is, no matter who's in position and what kind of authority they have. You have a right to ask your question, okay? And that was a good question he asked. And I ain't like how that DA was acting towards him like a judge can't do no wrong. And the DA was not playing. She said, if you want to chase ghosts, you do that on your own time. I like that DA is something else. I cannot. Yeah, she's something else, I tell you. The justice system is supposed to be about protecting and finding the truth so real justice could be served. And to me, it feel like they don't care about no real truth or justice. They just want a body to be accounted for a crime. They don't care if they did it or not. How many times we heard people are forced into confession, evidence are planted, or people do not get a real due process for the crime they say they committed. Robyn and Dale actually meets in the alley, and he is desperate right now, and all he want to do is clear his name, and his light is looking real dim right now. He is losing all hope at this point, and Robyn reassures him that we are going to clear your name, but he has to be patient. Robyn want to know who wanted the victim dead, and the Asian lady is like, what you supposed to do if the person don't want your help? Because Dale is declining to stay at the safe house because he's dealing with his trust issues. I say the tech guy being all profound and whatnot, he like, even though he don't want us help, we still help him anyway. I like, look at the tech guy trying to get brownie points because both ladies' heart was melted and they felt some kind of way when he said that, and they was all smiling. I like his girlfriend kissing her over here and then go sit on his lap. I like, look at the tech guy trying to get brownie points and whatnot. I thought that was nice what he said, and I thought it was beautiful. So I said kudos to the tech guy. Alright? Robyn is actually planning to go to talk to the victim's friend, and she has a feeling Dale is going to get into more trouble, so she want to keep an eye out on him. Dale's wife actually get into the car, and Dale is in the back. He has a note on his seat and gives her instructions to put the ear thing into her ear to make it look like she's talking to somebody on the phone. And he's in the back seat. He was like, Didn't I tell you to get the doorknob fixed? He like, I'm okay. I thought that was sweet. Dale is a very caring dude, family man that I get from him. Because I said, this man is on a run. And he took the time out to see about his wife. And to see how his son is doing. I was like, that is a very good family man right there. I like, cause the po-po is after this man, and he putting his feeling aside to see about his family. I like that. I really do like that. And I like, kudos to Dale for that. Okay? Robyn goes to the hospital because that's where the victim used to work. And her friend was a co-worker named Elaine Gibson. And she actually tells Robyn, she gave a statement that somebody was actually selling opium on the street. And Carol was trying to find out who was doing this. And that what could have possibly got her killed. Robyn actually checks this, the doctor who's the head of the ER. She took that phone out of his hand and like, yo, use your inside voice, y'all. I like, yo, only black people would do something like that. We don't care what position you are. We don't care what color you are. If you're not in the right, we gonna check you. Period. Robyn gets a hold that whoever was working in the law actually buried her statement because they was trying to cover something up. The tech guy is gonna work his magic to do face recognition for who was the man that stole the car. Then it is no other than Gail Montgomery. I believe that's what his name is. Robyn and Jasmine's mother both noticed that their daughters are not talking to each other and they supposed to be best friends. So Robyn actually took it upon herself to arrange a play date between the four of them. So Delilah actually gets out from school and Robyn tells her this and Delilah actually goes off on Robyn. I said, hold up. Wait a minute, child. Delilah said she gonna find another ride, and who told her to take it upon herself to do that? Well, I even never heard such a thing, that a child could have another ride. The last time I checked, if your parents say get in the car, you get in the car. Oh Lord. I didn't know you could have options of finding another ride as a child. It was me. My mother would be my only ride. And I would have told my mom why she did that. That was not necessary. Delilah was highly upset about that. Okay? So at this point, everybody is home. Robyn, Delilah, and Aunt Viv. And Delilah actually expresses to her mother why her and Jasmine is not friends. And she feels that Jasmine is fighting for the cause for life. She's not really doing it out of kindness of her heart. And she really don't like that. And Robyn suggests, which to me is great advice, to go talk to her friend. God said if you have a problem with your friend, you go to them and talk to them about it. And if it doesn't salvage or it doesn't work out, at least you know you tried and you could go your separate ways. But at least have a conversation on if you think the person is fake woke. Because that's what Delilah think her friend is, fake woke. Okay? And she says sometimes we grow apart. We are getting older and we are growing apart. And Robyn don't know what to do. And here comes Aunt Vi. And I love Aunt Vi. I really do. She is the woman in the family who you could go to get good advice. And you can feel comfortable expressing yourself without judgment. That is why I love Aunt Vi. But I always thought she was her mother. I swear to God, I thought she was her mother. And Aunt Vi said, what you gonna do? Call up the mother and say her daughter is fake woke? I laughed out loud. Can you just imagine somebody calling you saying, hello, Your daughter is fake woke. Yo, that is crazy. I thought that scene was funny. And to me, Aunt Vi is hilarious. I'm telling you. And Aunt Vi give Robyn something to think about. She said, what was the reason that you really did it for? Did you do it for your daughter or did you really do it for you? Okay? Who was really benefiting from this play date? To me, I feel like they could have Aunt Vi in more episodes. Because to me, she was like MIA in this episode. It's like, I was wondering, like, what happened to Aunt Vi? I was searching for Aunt Vi and couldn't find Aunt Vi. I think they need to give her more scenes. They find out who the guy is. And he could not possibly be the killer of Carol. Because at that time, he would have been 13 and living in another state. But you also do have child killers. It's not like children cannot kill. You have stories of all the time. Children killing their parents. Or killing a friend. Or doing something crazy. Okay? That is a real thing in real life. But she is planning to find out how he is connected to the case. Robyn wants to make a trade with Officer Dante for information. She willing to give him information to get information from him, and she knows that he is going to do it because she knows this man, okay? She knows this man, alright? And she is absolutely right about Officer Dante. Because Officer Dante is predictable. When you know somebody ways, and you already know what they gonna do. So Robyn is talking to Dante and they actually trade information. She gives him who stole the car and he gives him information who took the statement of Elaine. She actually mentions a photo on his computer. And she actually spooked the hell out of Officer Dante. Cause Dante is looking around like if she got cameras in the precinct, yo, he was shook, if you understand. He was like, how do she know that the photo is up on his computer? And actually, Robyn team is teasing her. They is like, you like Officer Dante chasing you? And let me tell you, Robyn is straight cheesing right now. Okay, I think it might be a thing between Officer Dante and Robyn. To me, I think they are going to partner up in further episodes. And instead of Dante chasing her, I think they're going to be working together. I really think they should work together because they will make a great team to me to bring down the bad guys. That's just my opinion. Blake is trying to hijack someone's car, and his father, Dale, actually shows up and asks him what is he doing. And the son is like, I should turn you in. They looking for you. Why should I believe you that you're not a murderer? And the father want only 15 minutes of his time to convince his son that he love him. Let me tell you, I respect Dale for this. Because he is fighting for his son's love. And he wants his son to know that he ain't never gave up on his son. He will always love his son. And I think that is very important to fight for your children's love. Never stop telling them that you love them. Never say you're not going to give up on them. No matter how difficult they are. If they becoming too difficult, this is when prayer steps in. That God will protect them and they will change their life around at the end of the day. But I respect Dale for this. And Robyn gets a hold that the cop is going after Dale because the son called the cops on his father. Let me tell you, if my mother was trying to plead her innocence, I'm not going to turn my mother in. We're going to fight for her innocence together until the wheels fall off. Until there is no other alternative. But I refuse to return my mother into any authorities if she is innocent. Okay? We're not doing this. That's not what we're going to do. And Blake expressing his father that he being bullied by kids because they think his father is a murderer. I said I need Blake to get a backbone and learn to fight back, okay? You going to let people just push you around and that's going to be okay? No, 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 no. Not in my book. It would not be okay. And while Dale is talking to his son, the cops surround Dale. And you see Robyn on her black bike. Oh, and I want to know what kind of bike it is, because I like it. So they actually take Dale into custody. Robyn actually meets with the public defender, Mr. Plumero, and he says that Dale wants to throw in a towel and take a plea deal. Everybody has given up right now. The public defender is tired and Dale is tired, okay? They try to fight this case for a long time to prove his innocence, and they have lost all hope. Robyn is not willing to give up like that, and I'm with Robyn. She like, the clock bugs have not ran yet, so the game ain't over. We still in this to win it, and I'm with her. We ain't gonna give up until we can prove this man innocence, okay? And this is what I actually like about Robyn. She is a mother who ain't gonna give up on you no matter how bad the situation looks. All evidence can point to you. And let me tell you, she will stand in your corner. And I like that about the character Robyn, okay? The team actually gives a description of the man who left the victim house, Carol, when she was killed. And they actually meets the description of the head of ER, the one that she actually took the phone out of his hand. So she already met the killer already, okay? So Robyn actually goes to the hospital and goes into coroner's office. She is searching for something. I'm not really sure what she's looking for, but she actually finds a picture and take a picture of it. And as she is coming out, the doctor coroner actually catches her. He tries to catch up to her, and when she turned the corner, she disappeared like a ghost. I'm looking for her too. I like, where the hell she could have possibly went that quick? Let me tell you, Robyn is quick and she is like a ninja in here. She just be disappearing, reappearing. I'm like, yo, who does that? How does she do it? And how can I learn how to do it too? I wish I could move like that in real life. Now, for them to take down the judge to prove that she was a dirty judge, they need the DA involved in this plan. If not, the plan is not going to work, okay? Robyn wants to get Officer Dante involved, and the Officer Dante is actually hesitating. He like, I don't know about all this. So she like, yo, ain't you not a cop? Ain't this what you signed up for? To get the real bad guys, to prove people innocence? Ain't you tired sitting behind a desk and following orders like a lap dog? Okay, she didn't really say it in that order, but that's what I basically heard. She really didn't say that, but that's what I heard in my ears. What is the purpose of wearing a badge if you're not really going to get the bad guys and do your job to prove somebody's innocence, okay? Robyn actually asked him, are you willing to send an innocent man to jail for a crime he did not commit? I say in real life, they would, because they do it all the time. They do it all the time. The proof is in its pudding. If you collect data to prove how many innocent people are sent to prison that are innocent, it's a lot. Officer Dante actually grew some kahunas, okay? Because he went to the DA to convince her to bring down the judge because she is a dirty judge. The DA really don't want no part of it because what if he's wrong? It's going to blow up in her face. But if he's right, she going to look like a hero and she could actually win re-election. It is the day of the court and the DA is nowhere to be found. And Robyn is talking to Officer Dante. She's like, without the DA, this plan is not going to work. And she actually sent the public defender, Mr. Plumero, into a slaughter because they need the DA. And let me tell you, They begins the proceeding for Mr. Dell, and they don't see the DA. So Mr. Plumero actually do what he gotta do. Mr. Plumero actually asked for a motion, and she like, what the hell you asking for a motion for? He said on the grounds of the judge being biased. At the time, she was the prosecutor who hid information to the defense, and that is against the Brady violation, okay? Every time the judge would try to shut down Mr. Plumero from speaking his case, he actually grew strength. Let me tell you, Mr. Plumero grew some confidence and grew a backbone, baby. He said, let me tell you something, alright? The judge was so mad. She was like, clear the courtroom. She was like, how dare you throw such accusations knowing that these accusations are true. It's always the one that knows the accusations are true try to make the other one look like they the bad guy. I noticed that, okay? They try very hard to make someone look like they the bad guy. I could be made like the bad guy. I be the bad guy. But at least I know the truth. You understand me? She was like, Mr. Plumero approached the bench. She was outraged. And she thought she was going to throw Mr. Plumero and attempt to court. That DA walked in like Superwoman. I said, she like, I think that is not a good idea if I was you. And the DA rolled that judge. And that judge was like, that judge was so ashamed. She put her head down in shame. Okay? And she told the truth. She was like, he threatened me and my family. I didn't know what I was going to do. I'm like, ain't you the prosecutor? Ain't you supposed to get the law involved? If somebody threatened your family? I did not buy her story with that. I think she actually went along with it because she wanted to go along with it. Okay? Because she was like, he was trying to blackmail me to make it look like I was part of it too. The judge is going to be thrown in jail. I like, get her out of here. People like this don't have no place working in the law. Okay? Plotting and planning against people. You are supposed to uphold the law. If you're not going to do that, remove yourself from duty. I'm telling you. I don't like people like this. Okay? I don't like people like this. And it makes me furious. Yeah. Let me tell you. The DA said I was late because I was locking up somebody else. And the judge is going to jail. And so was the doctor because the police went into the hospital and locked his butt up. I like, that's embarrassing to be working and the cops come for you on your job. Yeah! I would have had my head down in shame, child. To be walked out by the police on your job. Child, I cannot with that. I really love this episode because it was more about family and not giving up. Robyn actually restored hope to a public defender who probably was doing this for a long time and lost his faith. And she was able to get faith and restore a man to his family, his wife, and his son. And for his son to have a chance to go down the right path. I'm all with that. I loved it. And it was all about family, love, support, team. Judge got her Judgment Day. And Judgment Day is real. No matter how you live your life, we all gonna have to answer to someone when our Judgment Day comes. Sometimes in life, people will lie on you and have the whole world turn on you. And make it feel like your back is against in a corner, making you feel like you're alone in this world. And let me tell you, there is a God who do get justice. You might not get justice in this earth, but you will get justice in the afterlife. Best to believe that. And I love what Queen Latifah did in this episode. She did it once again, being a powerhouse, restoring faith, bringing family together. And I love this episode. And let me tell you, never lose your faith, no matter what the world looks like. Always keep believing, always keep pushing. And I am out. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like. And just have a good and happy day. That's it.